Hello folks, Florentine Saint-Yves here, welcome. Today we will take a look at all provision heroes King's Throne has to offer. Provision is the worst of all four attributes. Military has a lot of utility, and gold and soldiers coming from fortune and inspiration can be traded for items thanks to merchant ventures and expeditions. For now, the game does not offer such an option for grains, making them quite useless. Developers said in their latest Q&A that they are thinking about implementing a feature that would allow players to convert their grain. This would put provision back on track, but until then, consider it weaker than the other attributes. That said, we still have to use our provision manuscripts, and it's of course best done on provision heroes. In addition, attribute type does not matter when it comes to tourney, so provision heroes can be a force to reckon with in PvP activities. For these reasons it makes sense to build a couple of provision heroes, but try to avoid dumping unnecessary quality items into them. Of course, raise their paragons and maidens as you would with other heroes. For each of them, pretty much like in my all-around heroes review video, I will give a score for 3 criterias, not to rank them but more to give insights about their strengths and weaknesses. First one is raw potential, based on Fox spreadsheet. It should tell you how big a hero can get if you max out all their quality, paragons and so on. Second one is availability. It shows how often you can expect tokens or fragments to be available for you to get. And third one is buildability. If you need to work on more things than just unlocking the hero to make him good, this score will be lower. Such things could be skins, maiden skins for example. I will also take the hero's quality lineup into account here. Having 7, 6 or 5 stars quality skills helps a lot with buildability because you can make good use of your manuscripts. Let's start off with baseline heroes. I won't bother grading them, short version is that they are so weak that they don't deserve much attention. But if your account is new, you will have to play with them until you can get better heroes. In that case, focus on one that has a maiden and a 5 stars provision skill. That would be Finian or Ulrich. Magnus and Tuck also have a maiden, but a 4 stars skill instead of a 5. Thaddeus, John Hawkwood and Fitzallen have no maiden and as such are the weakest of the lot. I won't spend too much time on Zodiac's provision heroes as well. Zodiacs are different from other heroes, and if you seriously want to take advantage of their unique PvP paragon ability, you will most likely build them with defection in mind. This means that you actually won't build provision skills on provision Zodiacs, but rather on others. Kelton and Skanderbeg both have a 5 stars provision skill, while Nicholas and Subutai have a 4 stars skill. Legendary heroes, even being labeled as military heroes, are great for new players. They are easy enough to unlock, and having all 4 puts their first paragon up to 75% military and provisions bonus. You can then work on their second paragon to bring it up to 125%. Having no maiden means they will fall behind in time, but they are a perfectly viable option in the first few weeks or months. If you choose this route, be sure to focus on Arthur's paragon after you have unlocked all 4. His youthful king skin is available on the feast shop for a measly 25k feast points, and will give him a 5 stars skill to work on, instead of a 4. Now let's take a look at heroic maidens. There are 4 of them, and the first one is Circe. With a solid 175% bonus to provisions and her 7 and 6 stars provision skills, she is definitely a good option. Her small boost to military attributes and her 5 and 4 stars military skills are a great bonus and good options to throw quality XP in them. Her raw potential is not insane, but her buildability easily offsets it. As for availability, her tokens can often be traded in events like Picnic for example, so it's not too hard to get them. Asenath is not as good as Circe. Her paragons only offer a 125% bonus to provisions. Her quality lineup offers 3 skills to work on, but unfortunately no 7 stars skill. She hasn't as good military side as Circe, but she's behind her on the provisions side. That's why you shouldn't go after her too much, even if her buildability and availability are okay. Mary is a reasonable option. 150% bonus to provisions with a 7 and a 5 star skill is okay, and her 50% military bonus is decent. She is behind Circe in terms of raw potential, but her tokens are available on the Castle Siege shop, so her availability is higher. Whether you should spend your points on a provision hero is up to you though. There are probably better options, but this can help you get your missing tokens to fully build her. Finally we have Kaihime. She is the best provision heroic maiden if you only look at her provisions side, with her 200% Paragon bonus and a 7643 stars provision skill lineup. That's obviously better than Circe, but you lose the military side that Circe or Mary can offer. Raw potential is the highest of all 4 heroic maidens but focuses almost exclusively on provisions. Her tokens were a bit rare when she was first released, but now it's almost as if they are more available than the other heroic maidens tokens. For these reasons, if you are looking for a good provision-only hero, Kaihime is your best option of all 4. There are 6 provisions event heroes, and the first one we will look at is Gorgo. Yes, she is listed as a provision hero but with only a 25% provisions bonus to pair with a 150% military bonus. I don't know about that. Her raw potential is the lowest of all event heroes we will review today, and her availability is abysmal. We hardly ever see her tokens somewhere, and in all honesty, it's just for the best. It prevents us falling into the trap of building her. Just forget she exists and avoid her for your own good. Kriss is our Santa Claus of the game. His 6-5-4-3-2-1 provision skill lineup is pretty solid, and you will have to only work on one Paragon skill because the other one is pre-maxed. That's a good thing because his tokens are hardly ever available. Yes, okay, they are around Christmas, but other than that, don't expect to run into them. His raw potential is fine, but I think you should focus on other event heroes because they are at least as powerful, and much more available. Pelles' raw potential is a bit higher than Kriss. His provision skills lineup is a little worse, but his potential 270% Paragon bonus more than offsets it. He's definitely a good hero, but like other event heroes, it will take you time and gems or money to build him to full. You will have to get his maiden, her skin, and his own hero skin, alongside hundreds of tokens. But once you're done, he will be a great asset in your tourney lineup, no doubt about that. Sir Bedivere, even though listed as a provision hero, is a little more than that. With his 200% bonus to all attributes, you can also give him manuscripts other than provisions to good results. His raw potential is good, but this doesn't come from provisions alone. He is some kind of an all-around hero in disguise, and if you're looking for a true provision hero, you might want to focus on one another instead. With just a 6-5 provision quality lineup, you might run out fast. Side note, his skin is ridiculous, please never activate it in-game. Thanks. Thomas, on the other hand, is the man. Basically he is the Hans or Bors of provisions, with an astonishing 7-6-5-4-3-2-1 provision quality lineup and paragons up to 300% for provisions. As such, he has the best raw potential of all current released heroes in the game, tied with Hans, Bors, and Leonardo. He is quite the monster, but his availability might be an issue. He is the Thanksgiving hero of the game, so you can expect him to show up around that time. Other than that, well, we can't predict. I think he has been available once ever since, so it's not looking very good. But when he does show up, build him as much as possible if you can, because he's the biggest provision monster you can get for now. And finally, we have Ponce de Leon. I won't talk much about his maiden who freaks the hell out of me, and instead focus on what he brings to your lineup. A possible 270% provision Paragon bonus alongside a 7-5-5 provision skills lineup is nothing to sneeze at, and 5-3 to both military and fortune is not that bad as well. His raw potential is pretty good, higher than all other provision heroes but Thomas. You can't go wrong with him, as long as you build him seriously. So in the end, you have a couple of decent options when it comes to building provision heroes. On early stages of the game, I would focus on all legendary heroes up until you can aim for stronger heroes. As far as heroic maidens are concerned, shoot for Kaihime or Circe. Mary is fine too, avoid Asenath. And if a good opportunity arises to get Thomas or Ponce de Leon, they are the strongest provision heroes you can get for now. In any case, try to keep your provision heroes count to the low side, and focus on other attributes if you can. I hope this video helped you to understand strengths and weaknesses of different options you have, and until next time, take care and bye bye.